Well, hello, welcome to Hillside at Home. Today I'm talking with Jon and Heidi Damec. So, Jon and Heidi, so good to have you. So I'll just kick it off and ask you, what is God teaching you right now?
Hmm. What is God teaching you?
Okay, well, I have been thinking a little about it because people like in the Youth First program that I'm part of and stuff, I keep getting asked that question. And a couple weeks ago, I was sitting there trying to answer it, and I'm like, what's wrong with me? I don't feel anything really going on, other than it's been kind of nice to work from home. I've been enjoying it.
Yeah.
And so I was just sitting there before God and asking him, like, why am I not having a lot of emotion one way or the other or thoughts? And then I just heard plain as day, he said, I am the immovable rock. And I realized he has just grounded me so much. I'm not getting swept up too much in all the chaos. So
That's
that was
amazing.
really
Yeah,
cool
praise the
because
Lord, right?
here I was
Yeah,
thinking
amen.
something was wrong with me, and he was like,
Right.
no, I brought you through a lot of hard times, and this is just me.
Yeah,
This is me carrying you through again.
that's
Yeah,
really
you
cool.
know, he's been I'd have to say the biggest thing is patience for me. Um, yeah, I'm retired and stuff, but I usually go out and do a lot of things, and this whole situation that's going on, I'm like, I'm done. You know,
Mhm.
probably like everybody else, I'm done. And just, I guess, having the patience to continue with what's going on, um, and not get too out of sorts with that. Because I can really get crazy about stuff if I'm not getting what I want at a certain given level. Yeah, it's one of my issues, but that's just who I am, and you know, and and even to the schoolwork and stuff that I've been doing, I've learned a lot. Oh my gosh, this last class we did with the book was awesome. Talking about the streams and stuff. And so I've had a lot of time to spend reading that, which is really good. And I just, in a way, I feel today actually, even though I was a little tired, but I felt rejuvenated. Like it's time to really get going in that. And I'm not talking about going outside, but I'm not talking about with my relationship with Christ. It's time to really start getting more active in the, because I've been kind of slacking the last few weeks. So.
Yeah, it's kind of easy to get complacent when we're just sitting around and you have to kind of get that little spark. I liked Heidi, how you kind of alluded to God kind of saying, I've brought you through so much before, and this is just me again. So it's kind of like looking, like I always like to be able to think of the times in the past that God's brought me through and to be able to go back to those. So it's like he's going to do it again, and how like you're not even having to look back anymore. It's just like so solid that like just carrying you through and you're staying rooted in that. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, and I think it was funny he had to point that out to me,
Yeah.
though, because I was
He's like prepared you, it's like I've prepared you for a time such as this. Like, yeah.
right.
And then all the rest of us that or no, not all of us, but people, going through different things right now, different levels of difficulty with it. Just think of that, like this is him preparing you for, another time that I guess.
Right. And I have to admit, in the very beginning, well, a couple weeks into it, I did get a little swept up once you
Oh
start
yeah.
going to the stores and
Yeah.
aisles of stuff is gone, and so I got a little compulsive in my thinking
For
with, I
sure.
gotta get toilet paper. I
Yeah.
But aside from that, I didn't feel too much of a,
Mhm.
impact. this other than it seemed a little unreal, because it
Yeah,
just has never
there
happened.
definitely have been moments. Yeah,
Anyway.
earlier on, I felt like I was gonna wake up and it was all gonna be back to normal, but
Right.
then I
Right.
realized that's not what's happening.
Definitely not. But yeah, and also, um, and I'm kind of dovetailing off of what Heidi said about
Yeah.
being prepared, because there's a lot of things that have happened in my life. With I'm retired because of my physical ailments, and having to live through that, and preparing and being able to go from someone who's in a wheelchair to someone who now I can walk. That was a long, tedious process.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I believe for all of us, God is preparing us, especially those that are believers, are preparing us for what's about to come. And I believe that what's about to come is there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be looking for Christ. I believe there's going to be a lot of people that are out there searching, and that we need to be prepared for that. So as we're about our daily business, we can give our testimony to talk to people to help them find what they're looking for through Jesus Christ. And I talked to you a little bit about it on Sunday, about my plan is with, or what our plan is with my friend and mine from Lovelock, about doing it with the music.
Yeah.
And I think that's really going to be something. It's going to be something that's going to really draw a lot of people to God, because the music, everybody loves music, especially when it's live music. But then hearing the message through the music, and it, maybe it won't set in at that moment, but subconsciously it'll touch them. So, and that's what our plan is to do that, to be able to draw more people to Christ.
Yeah, and I love it that you're just like, okay, what am I passionate about and interested in and can do, and how can I use that? And so that's the direction that you're going. So that's really cool.
Even though I don't play an instrument, I'm just a sound guy. So
Yeah, but you like music and the sound and the sound side of it. So yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it would be interesting if God doesn't kind of bring us back a little bit. It used to be more common for people to just be out strumming guitars in parks and doing more low scale type of things. And I wonder, through all this, because everybody stepped back so much, if God isn't gonna start using,
like we're not going to see the mass big events, but just more kind of relaxed type thing.
Right.
And where you can connect better with people then, honestly, like
And see, that's what I like about where I'm at, because while they're playing, I can talk to people. And I've been with Chris a couple times when he's played his music and stuff, and I've actually gone around to the crowd and talked to them about what the songs that he's singing and stuff like that, and just being able to talk to people and communicate with people, and in this regard, it'd be talking and communicating about Christ and what Christ has done in my life, and how and that's all we have. We have is our story, our testimony.
Right. Yeah.
And who knows who that'll touch at any given moment, any given time.
Right. Well, we will overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. Right.
Amen.
So,
Amen.
I love it. Really cool. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me today and sharing a little bit. So it was really nice check-in and hear how you're doing. Even though I get to see Jon on Sundays in the sound, I haven't seen Heidi, so.
Right.
Nice to see. Can I ask what's going on with the wedding plans?
Oh, okay, sure. Well, we canceled the reception entirely and limited. Right now, we're still hoping to have our family and wedding party. We kind of have to, like, the final decision, I suppose, for what's going to look like. I'm waiting till the governor comes out, because he's supposed to update. So, and then we'll really know, I think. But yeah, it's just going to be small. We're not postponing because we want to get married, and we'll have a party later. We'll celebrate, sometime. But it definitely was difficult at first, and thought about like the all the like stress of just, it was a bummer and like getting over that, and it's not gonna be what we pictured or planned or whatever, and a bummer for the people that can't be there. And but then I was like, well, we can focus on that part of it and the stressful side, or I can say, well, it's kind of less pressure because now we don't have to worry about the reception for
Right.
now. And people also, as far as like the ceremony, even with our like, even if it's with the small people that are going to be there, everyone knows what's going on. They understand. So it's not like it's a lot of pressure, like expectations, I guess, so I don't have to worry about it all being perfect because they all understand that it's probably not going to be, I think. So I'm just trying to take it as a less like a kind of a load off and just like, let's just enjoy the day, like that it's still about, Cole and myself making that commitment for God, and that's still going to be part of it. So yeah.
Can't wait to see the pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely take some with the masks, I think. So
Yeah, right.
we'll have to capitalize
Cool.
on that.
Right on.
I'm glad to hear you can edit. So if I fall off the cushions or something.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. We'll cut away. I'll do something.
Yeah. Right on.